Hello and welcome to the Legendary Chiropractor Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Reuter, and this podcast is brought to you by thelegendarychiropractor.com, an interactive and immersive virtual platform for prospective chiropractic students, current chiropractic students, recent chiropractic school graduates, and even veteran doctors of chiropractic out in the field wanting just a little bit more from this profession. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode, and if you do, be sure to share with a friend, leave us a rate, leave us a review, and also be sure to subscribe to get more. Dr. Brad Glowacki runs one of the highest volume, highest profile, highest profitability practices in the world, and it's all run with vitalistic communication procedures. Those procedures from his office are then shared with other chiropractors at his various trainings as a part of Level Up mentoring. This information is created, developed, tested, and then packaged simplistically before being taught. With bruises and scars from making mistakes, Dr. Glow always delivers refined content that is battle-tested and simplified for use on Monday. To level up your life and practice, head over to levelupmentoring.rocks. That's levelupmentoring.rocks. Chiro HD, superior cloud-based practice management software. Chiro HD is a user-friendly, all-in-one EHR solution built with one mission: to help you run your practice like a boss. Learn more at chirohd.com. Total Clinic Solutions is your go-to source for purchasing both brand new and refurbished chiropractic equipment, as well as phone support for repairs and maintenance. Call Derek and allow him to combine your wishes and his 23 years of chiropractic equipment expertise to find what's best for you and your patients at 704-622-4089 or head to totalclinicsolutions.com now. Thank you for allowing this brief disruption to take place. And now back to the program. Hey, what is going on? Let me pause my music here. Hey, what's going on, everyone? How we doing? So couple things. First things first is that we are shooting a live video today all about the success about board studying as a chiropractic student, what that means to you, what that looks like to you. And I am coming out of the back alley of my place right now, and I really just wanted to shoot this video and make sure that you understand exactly how to be successful, what to do, what not to do, and really where to go from there, right? So a couple things. First things first, right? I'm going to take one of these off so I can hear a little bit better. There we go, and how loud I'm talking. But first things first, right? So you really want to make sure when you are studying for boards that you not only understand the material, but you want to understand how to apply it clinically in your practice, right? No matter if you're in practice or not, right? If you're taking boards, you're clearly a chiropractic student, so it's not that big of a deal, but understand it at the level that you would apply it to patients walking in your door. That's really the biggest thing. Like I said, I'm out for a walk right now, and I wanted to make sure that I got to live this weekend to make sure that you guys understand board studying, how to be successful, and all of those good things. So I'm going to see if there's a place to grab a seat somewhere coming up here in a little bit. But if there's not, we'll just keep walking and talking. If you got questions today, drop them in the comments, and make sure that, you know, we get the right answers to you. But today's all about board studying, board topics, board success, and how to be most successful while in chiropractic school, while studying and taking board exams. The reason this is so important and so critical is, many reasons, right? You want to make sure that you understand exactly, what you're doing, how you're doing it. And, let's see here if we can pop across the street, get a cool little background with some brick in it. Let's see. I think this is going to be legit. Yeah, this is going to be cool. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is brilliant. Okay, cool. I'm going to pop a squat right here, see if we can't do that. Yeah, let's walk up here a little bit. So, couple things, though, is, when it comes to board studying and taking chiropractic boards, you want to do a couple things very, very right. And we talked about a lot of different things in regards to, board reviews, being successful in different programs, doing all of those different things that you do on a day-to-day basis to study for boards and prepare for boards in the right way. And how to be really successful is, from my personal experience, I took boards and chiropractic boards very seriously from the first one, right? The first one, I was all about it. I was studying, 2-3 quarters beforehand, and that's 6-9 months before taking part one that I was studying already. And I was like, you know what, this is it is what it is, right? It's fun. But also I was so scared. I was so terrified of taking boards that, and I was so terrified of failing that I wanted nothing to do with it, right? I just wanted to pass them first time. I wanted to pass them on the go. And that's exactly what I did was, we were able to pass them first try, but it was something important to me that I was able to really study and really put in the work to make sure I was as successful as possible in regards to all of that. So when it comes to being successful on boards, I recommend national board reviews, right? No matter if that's NBS, if that's Irene Gold, if that's Chiro Essentials, I don't really care what it is, right? I just want you to be as successful as possible on chiropractic boards. And I really, really do believe that if you do a board review, you are way better off than if you don't do a board review. I know way too many people in my close personal friends that didn't take a board review, and then all of a sudden they went back in time and kind of backtracked, and they were like, ooh, I'll take the board review this time. And it's just why not do it one and done, right? Just take it, be done with it, and move on. The other thing that I recommend is not only our board reviews to be successful, but I also recommend, allotting time each week to really sit down with yourself, with friends, with a group. Doesn't really matter, whatever you kind of do the best in, if it's group. Sked is the all-in-one system that allows for amazing control and flexibility of your scheduling. Yes, your next new hire. Every aspect of when and where you service your customers is at your command. Sked is tightly integrated with your existing EHR system. This software was made by a chiropractor specifically for chiropractic. No joke. Go check out their latest care plan feature by heading to go.sked.life/legendarypod. Easily share your passion for chiropractic and look good doing it with Above Down Apparel, offering a premium lineup of principled apparel that's impossibly soft, sustainably sourced, and chiropractic AF. Visit abovedown.co and follow them on Instagram to learn more and score yourself some sweet chiro swag. Every chiropractic clinic needs a compliance program. If you are not sure what that includes or why you need one, let Dr. Robin from RHDC Consulting help you build your chiropractic compliance. If you are ready to get started, head to robin-hale.mykajabi.com and let Dr. Robin guide you to the end result. Thank you for allowing this brief disruption to take place. And now back to the program. Or group studying, or if it's by yourself, if it's individual studying, if it's with one other person. I did really well when it was like myself, a good friend, and then maybe like one other good person, right? Because we could do kind of a round robin thing where it was like asking questions, understanding different things, and kind of going from there. But I didn't really do so well in big group case scenarios, right? I didn't really do so well when it came to, 5, 6, 7 people at the table. And it was too many cooks, right? There's too many cooks in the kitchen, and you were asking questions. No one was really answering you. And it was just kind of awkward at that point. And it was like, you didn't really want to say anything because they weren't that close of your friends. And so you didn't want to look stupid. And so I'm not a huge proponent of like the major group or bigger group study habits that some people have. Some people are really used to them, which is totally fine. And if that's your thing, if that's your cup of tea, freaking do it. Like, go rock it. But board review for sure I recommend. And the other thing that I recommend would be to find a friend or a time. Really, it's not really friends or groups. It's not really individual or whatever. It's just finding that time in your week to truly study. Sitting down longer than 15 minutes. You need at least, I would say, a good solid 2 hours of studying. If you're really doing it, if you're really studying hard, probably a good solid 2 hours of studying and putting your nose to the grindstone and really understanding the material, not only for boards purposes, but also clinically, for that purposes too, because part 1, 2, 3 PT, all those do is they just lead up to part 4. So you definitely want to be in charge of those and in charge of your destiny in regards to that. So I highly recommend that to you. And I would say board review and find time during the week to truly study hard. I mean, focus, laser focused. It's a couple hours, at least 3 to 4 times a week, especially early on in the beginning of studying, to kind of get through the material once. And then when you're able to be like a week or 2 out from boards, you can go through the material again and really just kind of recap things and review things, right? Or what I like to do is I take a board review, I allotted time each week before that board review, and I would study up until the week, because board review wasn't really until like probably 2 or 3 weeks before the board exam. And so I would study all the material before board review, and then when I got into board review, I would go into it with, kind of having a really good foundational idea of all of the different things that they were going to talk about. Now, did I know what kind of things Irene was going to say? I took all Irene Gold board reviews. It's up to you which ones you want to do, but did I know everything she was going to say? Absolutely not, right? Did I know how she was going to phrase questions because that's how, MBCE phrases questions? No, I didn't. But I at least had a good foundation of the material and what was going to be tested on. And then Irene kind of just drilled home, like, here's how the questions are going to be phrased. Here's what kind of questions they're going to be, et cetera, et cetera. So definitely do a board review of some sort. I don't really care who it is or what it is. Do something to kind of help you with the review. And then the second thing would be really focus in on a time during the week to sit down with friends or by yourself to drill home studying. Those are huge things. And then the third thing that we recommend is the weekends, right? And I know a lot of people don't really like the weekends. They're not fans of it, whatever. But here's the reality, right? The reality is if you allot, probably a month to 2 months of weekends to just board studying with like 1 or 2 of them off, you are so much better off than your peers and your colleagues than most people are, right? So find time during the weekend to really do some of that stuff where you're not only, understanding the material, but you're able to kind of apply it. This is especially critical when it comes to part 4 national boards, because part 4 national boards, you're in person, right? And you need to be studying in person with friends. You need to be timing yourselves. You need to be asking the right history questions. You need to be doing the right ortho and neuro tests and all of that different stuff. So make sure you're taking this stuff seriously. I never want to see students take boards and fail for no good reason. Like if you're not putting your 100% effort towards national boards, man, I feel bad, right? I feel bad because it's something that needs to happen. It's something you need to pass, and we talk about this all the time. Dr. Stu Hoffman, founder and president of Chiropractic Malpractice Insurance, is the foremost expert in both risk management and risk avoidance. Understanding the everyday challenges of today's practicing chiropractor and the current public perception of chiropractic has made Chiropractic the fastest growing malpractice insurance program of the last 28 years. Find out more at chiropractic.com. Imaging Services' primary business is chiropractic solutions. With over 45 years in the industry of helping chiropractors, Michael Tokash offers free consultations on building your business. In the past year, Imaging Services has installed over 100 X-ray machines and digital X-ray systems in over 42 states across the United States. For more, head to theimagingservices.com. Thank you for allowing this brief disruption to take place. And now back to the program. The golden ticket. Well, the golden ticket is your chiropractic license, right? The golden ticket is your license to practice chiropractic and do what you want to do on a daily basis. If you don't have that golden ticket, if you don't have your chiropractic license, you can't do what you want to do. You can't do, the job that it is that gets your community well. You can't go out and serve people on the level that you want to go out and serve people if you don't have the freaking golden ticket. And if you don't pass national boards, you don't have that golden ticket, right? So our three things here, right, are doing some sort of board review to be successful, finding time during your week to be successful, to study with friends, by yourself, whatever you do best in whatever environment that looks like. And number three is doing, studying, and actually being being as prominent about studying on the weekends as you possibly can, because that's what's going to make you successful. That's what's going to make you the best chiropractor you can possibly be. And that's what's going to get you, frankly, past your national board exams, which gives you the golden ticket to do what you want to do to become the best chiropractor you can possibly be. You can take all the seminars in the world. You can take all of the certification courses in the world. You can do all of these different things in the world during chiropractic school. But if you don't have your chiropractic license at the end, if you aren't able to apply for it because you haven't passed all your national boards yet, if you've failed your national boards and you're graduating and walking across that stage, I have a very easy question for you, right? Where was the wrong turn? Not saying it's your fault, not saying, you're wrong for failing. You're not, right? But at the same time, I just want you to change your mindset. I want you to change your perspective. I want you to think more critically. I want you to take this and chiropractic school more seriously, because it's a serious thing, right? Real people need your real help, and you can be there for them if and when you get your chiropractic license. But you can't get that golden ticket, that chiropractic license, until you pass your national boards, you pass all your classes, and you do the very best you can on them, and you leave it all out on the field, right? Because I guarantee you, 99% of the people that come into chiropractic school, if you were to give your all, right? If you were to leave it all out on the field, all out on the table when you took chiropractic national boards and you studied for chiropractic national boards, right? If you were to leave it all out there, I guarantee you that you will be successful, and that you would have been successful if you weren't the first time, right? So take our advice, listen to what I'm saying, do a board review of some sort. I don't care what you do. I'd rather you pay up front than pay on the back end when you fail, right? You never want to go back with your tail tucked between your legs like, shoot, I didn't quite get that one, right? But did you leave it all on the table? And if you didn't take a board review, my answer to you is no, you didn't. Because you had the opportunity to get the information that you needed to take the test and pass it, and you chose not to. You actively chose not to. And if it's not for you, great. Then go pass it the first time by yourself without the board review. That's totally fine. But go out there and pass it, right? Those board reviews are meant and built and created for a reason, to pass your national boards, to be successful on them. So go out there and do it. Take a board review. Find time during the week to study with friends or a colleague, a peer, one person, 10 people. I don't care, whatever group you do best in, whatever scenario you do best in. And then the third thing is take those weekends, a month, 2 months, 3 months out from national boards, and take the weekends to study. Take it seriously and do everything you can to pass these tests, because this is your golden ticket to your chiropractic license. This is what leads you to success, and this is what leads you to helping your community be as healthy and well-being and well-off as possible. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in tonight, and I look forward to sharing this with you in the future. And I appreciate everyone in the Legendary Chiropractor free group here on Facebook for getting, kind of first glance, first eyes at this stuff and first ears to this stuff, because it's important to understand, it's important to know, but you got to apply yourself and you got to do well on these tests to get that golden ticket to be as successful as possible. Like I said, you could take all the credits, all the certifications, all the seminars that you want to take, but until you got those national boards passed, until you have those national boards passed, until you have the chiropractic license, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, right? So get that first, get that stuff, make sure you take it seriously, have fun along the way. Obviously, don't take yourself too damn seriously, but enjoy the process, enjoy the toughness of it, because if it were easy, like they say, everyone would do it. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening tonight, and I appreciate you tuning in. Peace and love. Bye, guys. Again, I'm your host, Johnny Reuter, and you're listening to the Legendary Chiropractor podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for engaging with us on all of our platforms, including but not limited to Facebook and Instagram, all at The Legendary Chiropractor. Be sure to check our home site out at thelegendarychiropractor.com, as we have much to offer for prospective chiropractic students, current chiropractic students, recent chiropractic school graduates, and even veteran doctors of chiropractic out in the field. And lastly, I'd like to thank not only you, our listener, but also our podcast sponsors. Without them, this show wouldn't be possible. So I encourage you to go check out their websites and what they have to offer in the show notes for this episode. Thanks again. Stay legendary, my friend.